So, welcome to another video. My name is Glenn. Today we're going to have a look at the actual 50-cent coin errors that I've actually found. So, what is an error? An error coin is damage caused at the mint because of, I don't know, some damage to the die or to the flan that was not intentional. If you look at these pennies, these have a drop 1, so they shouldn't actually have a drop 1. They should actually have a 1 that's actually look more like in line with the actual date. So this is a variety because there's an intentional change that actually happened. So even though it wasn't supposed to be, they actually did produce the actual die with that date on it. So the first one that I got is a high grade 78. So in this condition, generally I'd just spend it. There's quite a lot of coins minted from that date. And if I look up the actual coin catalog, because I can't remember the mintages for most of these coins. It's just the way I am. 78, yeah, 25.8 million. So still quite a lot of coins. Will be common for quite a few years. Well, I'm talking about 200 or 300 years. And if we look at the side, whoa, now you can see that this coin, if we can focus on it, okay, this coin has a lamination problem going around it. So generally, over time, this is a weak point that will probably corrode and split the coin in half. So sometimes you can actually get coins actually being split in half, and this is a prelude to that. But just keep it. That's just a weakness in the actual metal. So it's got air bubbles in the actual metal. So when I actually produce the actual die from the molten state or the actual plate, they didn't actually get rid of all the air bubbles out of the actual coin. This one's actually quite nice. I actually like 50-cent coins. They're actually nice, beautiful coin. The next one we have is okay, you can see, maybe I'll zoom in. You can see there's actually doubling on the actual kangaroo. So what I'm talking about is around this part here. You can see the actual doubling. So if you turn it towards the light, you should actually see it a bit better. And on the other parts of the kangaroo. So that is just a breakdown in the actual die. So it's actually starting to break down. You can see you got some problems there as well. So you can see the actual doubling of the 50. So you've got doubling around here on the 5 and on the 0, and also on the emu, especially the emu's feet. You can see around there on its back. So this is definitely die degradation. It means the die is breaking down because it's been used too much. And if we turn on this side, it's 2006. This one's a pretty high grade coin, so it hasn't been circulated much. So that is a pretty good coin you should actually keep. I actually have quite a few of these coins. So this one's in circulated condition. This one has the same effect. You can see the die degradation on there. So this is 2006. You can see it's even worse on the back of the kangaroo and the emu as well. Got some more. Obviously, I put these in these 2x2s. They're called 2x2s, flips, coin covers, whatever you want. So another die degradation here, around there as well. So these ones are actually not too scarce. So usually the obverse is fine. So the effigy is the obverse, and it's the reverse. So this one, I'll take the coin out. I hate the reflection of that. Okay, so there you go. You can see the actual dye degradation, the doubling on the kangaroo, on the foot as well. So that is a poor grade, but you know, something to actually look out for. Then we have another one. Oh no, this is a bit different. Here you go. I think this is the last one of that lot. Alright, this one. What? Grease strike. So what I'm talking about on this one, this is a bit different, is you can see, there you go. You can see the actual problems that are actually in, looks like a frosting on a proof coin, but this is actually on the date. So I believe that is just a grease strike. Because I've seen it on Ava Pennies and people said, grease strike, ooh, grease. So you can see there. So it's probably just extra metal. Yeah, you can see. Like, they're more like cuds. So it's extra metal on the actual coin. So maybe it's not a grease strike. Maybe it's actually a cud where it's actually been damaged. This one, I'm actually having trouble trying to categorize it. If any of you know, please leave a comment down below. Still learning about errors. I've just actually got into them when I've actually got these coins. And this side is actually pretty normal. I know, so you got the same problem around there as well, so yes. Could be a double strike. Not too sure. But another thing that we actually have is we have, you see the weakness in the hair. So it's definitely either a warm plancher or a dye fill. So it's got grease or something in it to impart the actual image. So there's that one. And this one looks like we have the same problem with the actual letterings. You have a coin. But probably to a lesser degree. That one. Then we have another dye fill. So as you can see, these are all 2006. You have the dye fill, and you also have the problem with the actual doubling dye breakdown on the actual reverse. So that's what you can actually find in 2006. Then we have another coin. So this one is another 78. And this one, it has the same problem as the other 78 coin that we had before. So here's the actual two coins. You can see the lamination, the planchet starting to split. So when you actually see 78 coins, check to see if the side of it's actually starting to split. Very interesting, that is. Then we have 2007. I've never seen anything, any errors on this side, the obverse. But on the reverse, you can see the actual die is actually breaking down like on the 2006 coin. So if we take it out, that's why I didn't actually staple it all. You can see how damaged the actual die is. So for 2007, it's actually very common. So what you need to look for is a really damaged die and a reverse that actually is getting a lot blurry. So all the images actually blurring into each other. And I have another one here. See the same effect. That one's actually probably a lot worse. And then we have this coin here, the same. Oh, damn. See, it's a problem putting these slips. The light actually doesn't like them. So there you go. Some more damage. You can see it on the actual emu, on the actual shield. So it's breaking down, turning into a big blobby mess. So these dies are probably just being used a bit too much. So when you actually put so much pressure on an engraving, they eventually get destroyed. So we move on to some other dates. So here we have 2014, and this one actually has not much, but just a small cut up there. So that is, you know, quite a normal coin. It's just a small breakage in the actual die. Here we have, what date's this? 99. And this one there's a cut as well. I think the cuts are up here next to the actual hand of the kangaroo. And let me take it out and we'll see if we can find it. It says die cut. So maybe I'm actually, oh, there you go. Oh no, there you go. On the actual bottom of the shield. It's actually breaking down a bit. And this one, does it have a card anywhere else? Elizabeth II? No. So anyway, the idea is that you can actually find errors on a lot of coins. I say the coins from the 70s are probably a lot harder to get errors. I actually don't find many errors on coins from 70s and 80s. 2000s, yeah, they seem to be becoming quite common. And this one has, so it's the same problem with the actual 50. What do I put? Die degradation. So this one is a 2015. This side seems to be fine. This side seems to, yeah, on the 5, we've got some doubling. And on the actual 0 as well. So that is just the start of it, but I don't really find too much doubling on 2015 coins. The last one, 2009. Take that out, and what did I write down on that one? Die degradation card. So what? I'm talking about around here. So it looks like it's actually breaking down on the bottom of the shield. I'm not talking about the wear on the actual shield, just underneath. You can see the actual card there. So, yeah, probably not really worth collecting, but you know, just something very interesting to keep. So those are the error coins I've actually found in the actual 50-cent piece. So the most standout ones are the 2006 and 7. So where's that again? So that one. Oh no, so where's the 6 and 7? Ah, so that one. So that's the most prominent areas you're going to look for, is where the actual die is breaking down like that. Now I'm not too sure on values. I presume everyone's just trying to collect these. But you know, they're still pretty common for 2007. 2006 is okay. Any other date's probably pretty scarce. So I would say I probably can't actually sell these. Probably not much money in them. So eventually I will probably put these back into circulation if the 50-cent coin is actually still circulating. I'm talking about this one and not a reduced size one. So just check your change, because you never know. And if these go out of circulation, then they'll probably be more sellable. So you'd be able to actually get a bit more money than a 50-cent coin is actually worth. So here I'll leave the video, leave a link down below to eBay. You can see if there's actually any errors on there. And you know, just to see what's actually on the market. And also educate you as well. And I'd like to say thank you very much. And have awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.